As they are designed and built to hold religious services and invoke and inspire the worship of God, churches have long counted amongst society's most important and impressive buildings. This is because religious leaders built large churches with spires reaching towards the heavens, and monumental facades covered in scenes from the Bible to convey the majesty and power of God. In this video, we explore the most beautiful churches in the world. We've collected a list of the top beautiful churches in the world, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, St. Peter's Basilica. As Vatican City is home to the Pope and is the seat of the Catholic Church, it only stands to reason that it also boasts the largest church in the world, St. Peter's Basilica. Commissioned by Pope Julius II to be the grandest building in Christendom, the basilica was built between 1506 and 1626, with legendary figures such as Bramante, Raphael, and Michelangelo all contributing. Named after the venerated saint whose tomb lies within, the spectacular Renaissance-style basilica proudly exhibits a colossal facade and dome, with the colonnade-lined St. Peter's Square leading up to it. Number 2, St. Basil's Cathedral. One of the most recognizable landmarks in the world, St. Basil's Cathedral really does look like it has just emerged out of a book of children's fairy tales. Built in 1561 at Ivan the Terrible's command, the beautiful building with its enchanting spires and colorful onion domes dominates and defines Red Square in the heart of Moscow. Consisting of 10 different churches connected together, St. Basil's proudly showcases lots of unique and unusual architecture, with bright colors and swirling patterns wherever you look. Although it is famed for its distinctive appearance, inside is just as magical as icons and murals cover every surface. Number 3, Hallgrímskirkja. Hallgrímskirkja's distinctive design is believed to mimic the mountains, glaciers, and basalt columns found dotted around Iceland's glorious landscapes. Towering to 74.5 meters, it is one of the tallest structures in the country and looks out over Reykjavik from the hilltop it lies upon. Built between 1945 and 1986, the modern church is named after the Icelandic poet Hallgrímur Pétursson, while a striking statue of the explorer Leif Erikson can be found in front of it. One of the Icelandic capital's main attractions, Hallgrímskirkja also has stunning panoramic views from its tower for visitors to enjoy. Number 4, Hagia Sophia. One of the most impressive and iconic landmarks in Istanbul, the gorgeous Hagia Sophia is widely considered to be the pinnacle of Byzantine architecture. Built all the way back in 537 AD by Emperor Justinian I, the Orthodox cathedral was later converted into an imperial mosque by the Ottomans. Once the largest building in the world, Hagia Sophia sports an enormous dome flanked by 4 slender minarets. Now a popular museum, its cavernous interior boasts lots of exquisite columns and arches, with fantastic frescoes and mosaics on display. Number 5, Duomo di Milano. Boasting an incredibly ornate and intricately designed facade, the Duomo di Milano took almost 6 centuries to complete. One of the largest churches in the world, the massive Gothic masterpiece exhibits lots of fabulous spires and arches, while elegant flying buttresses line its naves. A huge number of splendid sculptures dot both its exterior and interior, with the statue of Saint Bartholomew and Pellegrini's divine altars counting amongst its most monumental artworks. With the baptistry below its floors dating back to the year 335, the Duomo di Milano is one of the most important architectural, cultural, and historical monuments in Italy. Number 6, Church of the Assumption. Set in one of the most beautiful settings imaginable, the Church of the Assumption lies on a small island in the center of Lake Bled, with the Julian Alps towering behind it. Built towards the end of the 17th century, The lovely little Gothic church is decorated with fine frescoes, and can only be reached by taking a boat trip across the lake. The church's white spire looks even more majestic reflected in the glittering waters of the lake, with trees rising all around it. One of the most popular tourist attractions in Slovenia, the church and lake certainly make for some fantastic photos. Number 7. Mezquita of Cordoba. As the name indicates, the marvelous Mezquita of Cordoba was a mosque for a large part of its history. In 784, the Muslim rulers of Cordoba built a majestic mosque atop of what was a small Visigoth church, erecting a multitude of columns and arches. Coating the interiors were magnificent mosaics and ceramic tiles. Following the Reconquista, the mosque was converted into a Catholic church, and its minaret was turned into a bell tower. In addition to this, a Renaissance cathedral nave was placed in the middle of the complex. Number 8. Las Lajas Sanctuary. Hidden in a canyon on the Guaitara River in Colombia, Las Lajas Sanctuary's gorgeous Gothic Revival-style architecture certainly makes for a magical sight. Built between 1916 and 1949, the spectacular sanctuary lies on a 130-foot-high bridge that spans the river, with a beautiful waterfall twinkling beside it. Located not far from the Ecuadorian border, the church was founded following a miraculous sighting of the Virgin Mary and is now one of Colombia's most popular pilgrimage sites. Number 9. Gergeti Trinity Church. Set in a serene and secluded spot in the Caucasus, with Mount Kazbek towering over it, Gergeti Trinity Church is one of Georgia's most revered and renowned landmarks. Located atop of a 2,170-meter-high mountain, the church boasts breathtaking views, with marvelous mountains all around it and the glimmering Chkeri River below. To reach the church, which was built all the way back in the 14th century, visitors can either hike up the steep mountainside or drive to the summit. Due to its isolated setting and the outstanding beauty on show, Gergeti Trinity Church is a photographer's dream. At last in the list, number 10. Mont Saint-Michel Abbey. Perched atop a tidal island that lies just off Normandy in the northwest of France, Mont Saint-Michel Abbey makes for one of the most arresting sights imaginable. The massive abbey with its charming chapels and cloisters lies above the cluttered historic buildings and halls of the town that tumbled down the hillside. This is because the feudal society placed the abbey and therefore God above all else. While monks and a monastery have been welcoming pilgrims to the mount since at least the 9th century, much of the abbey and its delightful Romanesque church were only completed in 1523. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite beautiful churches in the world? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.